So I think we have everything ready. Rune, are you ready to start the video?
Yes, indeed, indeed.
Good. We already started. So what's up, everyone? We are here
Hi.
today.
Wow, that is awkward.
We are here today with Mr. Rune. Rune, would you like to say hi to the nice people of YouTube?
No.
Okay. So aside from Rune being rude, he is actually going to be helping me
Oh my god.
helping me enlighten the world as to this little versus matchup. So today we're going over Yuji versus Megumi, or I guess Megumi's new nickname is UGK. Is that what we're going by?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going with.
Yeah, that's what we're going
UGK.
with. So
Just for reference, this is not Megumi, fucking Yuji without Sukuna.
yeah, without 15 finger Sukuna. We're talking only without Sukuna. So in this case, do we want to start with the speed scaling? Because we absolutely should.
I feel like Atlanta's gonna piss a lot of people off, so yes.
Yeah. So to start, Megumi is actually somewhat relative to his father Toji, and we actually see this demonstrated during their fight in the Shibuya incident, where Toji is bloodlusted, obviously, and he's bloodlusted explicitly. We know that he's basically been reborn as a killing machine. He's going all out. There's no holding back because it's his son. None of that. So we have multiple instances where he's dodging attacks, reacting to this bloodlusted Toji, and he wasn't even ready for this fight. He's fatigued, in fact, because we just saw him open a domain expansion inside of another domain expansion and battle, what's his name? Dagon's domain right before this fight. So we know he's fatigued. He's been injured a few times before this fight actually happened. So this isn't even 100% Megumi, keeping up with Toji. Now, Mr. Rune, where do you think Toji scales in speed?
Oh, I think he's faster than Sukuna. He's just self statements. Just self statements.
Bro, yes. There's a few things for this. Number one, Toji's clearly faster than people like Dagon. He blitzed Dagon to death. It was bad. And then we also know that he was weaker than Jogo. However, Jogo actually he didn't have time to even start attacking everyone before Toji had ripped Megumi out of the building, threw him out, and then followed him out afterwards. We know he's faster than Jogo at this point. 15 Finger Sukuna is he's actually pretty quick himself. He blitzes Jogo, who should be the strongest of the cursed spirits. Maybe Mahito when he transforms a little bit stronger and a little bit faster. But even then, Jogo's at least tankier. So this is another thing we should touch on. And just for everybody listening, the reason this is so important that Toji scales, basically faster than 15 Finger Sukuna, is because Sukuna is clearly faster than Yuji. So
Yeah.
if Megumi's
if that's not arguable, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, it's not even close. So obviously Megumi has a speed advantage. We also know, just to upscale Jogo a little bit more, Jogo can tank hits from 15 Finger Sukuna. Not just one, not just little taps either. He's thrashing this man, throwing him through buildings. And Sukuna's inherently bloodlusted. At all times. He almost killed 3 people, Jogo included, for not bowing enough. I'm sorry, he's not really holding back. He's not playing around. He's not playing it's not even my final form game. None of that. So we know Jogo, durability-wise, is somewhat close to Sukuna's AP or his normal AP without cursed energy. Now, this is wild. Because
I want to do this one.
You want to do this one? Okay, let's have Rune jump in.
Okay, so basically, my line of logic is OG is relative to Gojo, based off what we've seen. And I think it was the 0 chapters, or the 0 point chapters, right?
No, that one wasn't 0. I think that one was right after. Yeah, that's in the 60s or 70s when they're flashing back a little bit. Yeah.
Bro,
they went so hard.
Gojo has clearly showed superiority to Jogo is not even close.
Yes.
Like, it was almost like Gojo was treating him as a toy. And, like, Jogo was just getting tossed around. Even worse than he was against Sukuna.
Yeah. Mind you, this Jogo is somewhat approaching the level of 15-finger Sukuna. But go on. Speak your truth, Rune. Speak your truth.
You know, as I was going through the chapters, I just sat there and realized, I was like, this extremely upscales Gojo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just like, and then by extension, so does Toji. Toji also gets upscaled.
Yes, sir.
The reason for that is, and why I believe that is because other than like obviously him Gojo becoming more like able to better control his like his limitless and everything, we don't have like any like, I guess I wouldn't say solid facts, but like any reason to believe that he got significantly stronger to the point where it'd be like a no diff against Toji.
Yeah, and in fact, there's reason to believe that Gojo doesn't train himself physically. We really don't see him do any sort of physical training. He's not like Rock Lee, you know, doing laps around the city on his hands or anything like that.
Imagine if he was, bro.
Dude, he's already the strongest in the verse. Like, they gotta chill with him.
Unfair. That'd be so unfair.
Like, imagine being so strong that the author has to seal you. Like, goddamn. Like, mid-story, too. They didn't even know what to do with him anymore.
Like, it can't progress if this man's not, like, around.
Yeah, and what's funnier is, like, the only training we've ever really seen Gojo do is training his abilities, refining them, in very specific ways. Like, we saw that he advanced his barrier to a point where he could differentiate between more harmful objects, like a sharp pencil, versus a soft eraser. We saw the eraser actually get thrown at him the same time as a pencil. Pencil gets deflected, and the eraser bounces off his face. So he's really just refining abilities. He's not refining his muscles. He's definitely not increasing his AP or speed. That doesn't seem to be the case at all, actually. So this is crazy, because that means if Toji scales to this, I mean, and Jogo's a plaything to Gojo, that means he'd be a plaything to Toji. And by extension, he'd be a plaything to Megumi. So, speed-wise, there's no question. Megumi takes it. AP and durability-wise, well...
We don't even need to go into that one, because...
Well, the hacks are wild.
The hacks are crazy. Okay, so, I don't know the specific chapter, but I think it's Shibuya arc, right?
It's Shibuya, where we start seeing, we see Maharaga. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically... He fucking summons Maharaga. Mind you, this same Maharaga was able to do better against a 15-finger Sukuna than fucking Jogo was. Like, it was bad.
Dude,
like,
it was so wild.
Maharaga speed blitzed, like, Sukuna at one point.
Yeah, Maharaga was pressing Sukuna a little bit, and Sukuna even starts talking about how he's worried. And for good reason, because Maharaga can blitz him. He can definitely get by his durability, because we know that Sukuna gets hurt here. And Maharaga, even if he's not as durable as he needs to be to just outright tank, like, you know, cleave and the rest of Sukuna's abilities and strikes, he regens. And then he adapts to where it won't work a second time. So if he's not already durable enough to deal with whatever Sukuna has, he adapts to where he is. With Yuji has a much less diverse arsenal. Meaning, Yuji's got like 3 moves before Maharaga's like invincible. Essentially to Yuji, which is a huge problem.
I don't even think he gets to that point. I think he gets speed blitzed.
Oh yeah, he gets murdered by Maharaga. And Megumi might not even need that, because we know even though his domain is like not complete yet, it's still better than anything Yuji's done. He's better with domains than Yuji. Because Yuji does...
His domain allows him to like hide within people's shadows and like sneak attack, and I don't think Yuji has anything to counter that. Not nearly a domain of his own. Yeah. Or like any like strategies or techniques to counter said domain.
Yeah, nothing like that. The only things we've ever seen him do with domains, he broke into one for whatever reason. What was the next thing? Oh, right. So if Yuji was caught in Megumi's domain, we saw what Megumi's domain actually does with the finger bearer, where he can bring out basically all of his Shikigami all at once. Like he would probably just like stun lock Yuji and just wombo combo him into like oblivion, and he doesn't even really need to do that because one, we know that sword of his would probably be, it'd bypass Yuji's durability, but that demon dog he has now, like the upgraded one, like the level 71 he carries around with him now, that
The
thing.
one that beat that special cursed spirit that was stronger than the one that Sukuna defeated at like 3 fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
And
god.
and that thing one-shotted it, and it was because Megumi's style of fighting. He can hide in shadows, like pop up behind people, and just do one-shots like that, which is a great way to fight someone like Yuji, who's a brawler. If you're somebody who can sneak up behind them, get these off-guard shots when your AP's probably higher than their durability anyway. No, that's a pretty hard counter to our friend here, and Yuji's not used to fighting like super smart people like that. Like he's been so fortunate not to fight like geniuses up to this point. He's fighting like Mahito, who's just like messing around, fighting like Todo, who's like just this brute. Like he's just gotten really lucky. Like plot armor has saved this man from just about everyone, but I don't think it can save him from Megumi. I don't know.
I think specifically just another thing as far as like to show like Megumi's like strength and stuff. When Toji was initially awoken, he went after the strongest person around, and the person he chose out of those people was Megumi actually.
Yeah.
Maki was also there, and then I think one of the other ones was either grade 1 or like a special grade sorcerer, one of the two.
Yeah, the head of the Zenin clan at the time. I think that's
Yeah.
Naobito. Naobito's
Yeah.
there. Nanami's there, but Nanami's clearly not the strongest. You have Maki, you have Jogo, and this man says, "Nah, I want Megumi." Like, kind of hose everyone else, which is wild because that basically means that, like, arguably the top 3 people in the verse put all kinds of respect on Megumi's name. Gojo thinks Megumi can pass him. Sukuna thinks that Megumi could have beaten the finger bearer when he didn't have domain, when he didn't have basically any of his abilities. Like, for whatever reason, Sukuna puts respect on his name, and like Toji put respect on his name. Like, I don't know, man. Narratively speaking, I don't see people putting that kind of respect on Yuji's name. I'm just saying. It's just me.
I think as far as Sukuna and like Gojo's respect for him, I can't really. Well, yeah, Toji obviously, because I wouldn't say that's because his father. He's just like he can sense strong people, right? But as far as Sukuna and Gojo, I think they think that because they could see the potential, given the fact that they know who his father is.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Sukuna knows. Gojo definitely does. Have you ever wondered, like, why? Bro, Gojo's never told Megumi that he's, like, he's kind of the reason that Megumi's an orphan, but we won't go over that. That's a video for a different day. But, like, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird to me that, like, the story kind of underplays Megumi's physicality because, one, he's super tanky. He survived a shot from Mahoraga. Let's just start there. But
Yeah.
like in the newest chapters, his new fights have actually been really weird, like weirdly hand to hand, as opposed to him using his Shikigami as much. Like, what was remember when they found that fight club and he was just hiding in people's shadows and then just hitting like flying like rear naked chokes on people? Like,
Yeah.
he's clearly good with the hands. I'm just saying, like, Yuji's claim to fame is actually being good with the hands, but
Indeed.
Megumi's kind of got some of that
Megumi's
too.
just better.
Yeah, especially if like Megumi outscales him. So 1-on-1, it's kind of a wrap. One way or another, like if there's no prep, Megumi wins because he's gonna blitz, bring out the hacks that can kill him. If we wank Yuji and we say that he's gonna start pressing Megumi super hard, then we can actually just say that, okay, well, he'll still bring out Mahoraga, and at best Yuji gets a tie because Mahoraga kills both of them. So yeah, I think we've thoroughly pooed on Yuji enough. To make it up to you guys, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be scaling Yuji again. And
But we're not done.
Oh, we're not done? What's happening?
We're not done. I don't think Yuji ever catches up. I don't think he ever catches up. Just with the plain fact that Megumi himself is becoming more like his father Toji, and that's a dangerous man to become like.
Yeah, his mentality's been wild. Like, I'm gonna make sure that, hold on, for everybody watching this in the future, look at this panel right here. This dude is so Toji-like that it's scary. Like, he's been turning more and more into that vicious killer, the one that almost killed Gojo and Geto. Like, let's keep that in mind. On top of having better hacks than Toji, if he has the mentality and the physicality, nah, that's a menace. As a proper menace, something that Yuji would never get to, because Yuji's parents, we've seen, one is Kenjaku, obviously, and then the other one that his dad is like some fodder with like no perms in the verse, you know? So like, I don't know, he's not the same kind of pedigree. So
What concerns me is, what are they preparing for to make these characters so strong?
I actually think so. Like, Kenjaku's supposed to be like absorbing like whatever spirits and being able to use whatever spirits. So I actually think Kenjaku's gonna like absorb Gojo, and it's gonna be ridiculous. Yeah. But that's a little bonus track for y'all. That's gonna be a separate video. Before Rune comes up with something else to give y'all as a freebie. We're gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna say Merry Christmas to you guys. I'm gonna upload probably twice this month. Check out Rune on Discord. Make sure to bully him.
Oh my god.
If any of you want me to say anything mean to Rune, please comment below and I will say it to him. Rune, do you have any final thoughts for anybody?
Just that Itadori's ass.
God damn it. Okay. I gotta stop the open.